What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Mid Ronaldinho, and if you are an avid watcher of the channel, you know this is my card. I absolutely adore Ronaldinho in this game, and naturally I've always adored his skills, his dribbling, just everything that he did kind of bring in the game for me personally, from me growing up. And honestly, I absolutely adore any of his cards. Hopefully we one day will pack one not outside of an icon SBC, because there you normally can get them if you do enough of them, especially when you get the moments, kind of upgrade one. But there is sometimes, I think last year as well, he got an SBC, which we obviously finished, so hopefully this one can bring me just as much luck. We have done his base and we are on the look for his prime, so definitely expect that one soon. And if you are looking for that one, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and notifications on so you don't miss it anytime soon. In terms of this, Ronaldinho is coming in at a whopping 2.25 mil on the Xbox and about 2.8 to 3 mil on the PS and PC. His base is now dropped just below a mil, pretty much a mil on both other consoles of the PC and obviously PS, but 930 on the Xbox, which is always fantastic. And then the Prime, I think that one's coming in, yeah, 7 to 8 mil across the board. Very, very expensive card. Not a biggest fan of him being a left wing. This year, maybe, because obviously Neymar seems to be always escaping my grasp, and another Brazilian player that I absolutely love. Obviously, skill moves, may not be the greatest skiller, but I just enjoy playing with him and just making him score, to be honest. So I'm very interested to see how this card plays in game. Like I say, we tried the base out very early on in the year and he was phenomenal. So I'm expecting the exact same from this card. In terms of some of his kind of stats, pace is looking very good on this card. Shooting, definitely another big one for him. Obviously passing, it's a good highlight of his card. Good short pass, crossing's alright to be fair to him, and vision and curve looking fantastic, and his dribbling stats again looking very elite, as I do say so myself. And I think the one thing that always surprised me with Ronaldinho is he's actually got a bit of strength. 81 is really not that bad. We've seen players who I would have thought are more strength based with a lot less strength, so I'm very interested to see what this card does. In comparison to his base, he's got 11 more pace, 1 more shooting, 2 more dribbling, and 2 more physical, so it should be quite a nice card. Obviously his prime is looking pretty saucy, so like I say, we're going to try and get that one done as soon as possible. Finesse, shot, and flair are the traits again, so let's jump straight into Ronaldinho, see what we can do with him. Right then, let's give him a go. Skips past 1. Skips past 2. Oh, take on a bit of Zambrotta. Oh, he's come back for the attack. This guy's team looking very saucy with Cruyff and Zidane. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how he breaks down that middle. Get the ball back, looking for Ronaldinho straight across the park there. And I think the best thing as well in terms of his sort of attacking ability, other than maybe the dribbling here, look, it's fantastic. Absolutely love this card. He's just so pacey with the dribble. Oh my, imagine first shot and he hits the post. But I think in general as well, even if you play him somewhat of a kind of centre mid, you can push so far with him, just how quickly he carries that ball. And again, a lot of cams, a lot of CMs can do the exact same. I'm not saying it's pretty much exclusive to him, but in terms of the player, I feel like his name will carry a hell of a lot of weight. The only thing that I don't think he can do is obviously actually do the defensive ability. I think that then is where he really kind of lackluster, which we know he's not necessarily a box-to-box or anybody who is more defensive. But I think in terms of midfield, most definitely somebody who can carry the ball forward and really attack for you. There it is with a 1-2. Oh, was trying to find that inside pass to Rivaldo, but unfortunately was stopped very, very nicely. Inside into him. He's got to go for it again. And that's it. And that's all it takes with him. He is one of the players that I've realised that finesse is outside the box. Not even a finesse trait. Just actually skill. Very, very much. I don't think it's the first time we've ever done that with him. It's a bit of a scuff shot in terms of animation, but it's top bins, and you cannot argue with that. And again, he just plays so cool with the ball, and you'll find as well with him, once you've kind of gone for a few shots, like we've seen, 2 shots, 2 finesses, kind of inside and outside the box, you'll realise that you'll find the player pressing a hell of a lot more because they know that you're going to just shoot from there. So then that opens up more spaces within the actual match as well. So it is just like a kind of a catalyst of things that he can bring to the table. And I think that is exactly why he's still 2.2 mil. big pace push, drawing out so many players, ready for that little bit of a cross. It's going to go across goal, and that is a solid one to Figo. And how on earth we've not buried that one? It's got to be a free kick, and we know that he's got something of a whip on him. Might be a little bit of a distance here, but might be able to give it a go. Is he going to move the keeper again? Where are we looking? We're looking just here. Got a bit of a whip. Not fantastic. Already you can see there, just coming from that centre mid position, already getting himself in the box, which is absolutely brilliant. Knocks it over to him, gets a little one. Maybe should have gone for the chip, but we still managed to get the corner at the very minimum. And another chance on goal. Where are we finding him? Where is he chilling? He's there. Gonna go with that back. Can we find a left-footed finesse? And again, finds him across goal. It's got to be. And Perrin with a beautiful foot save there. Oh my. He really can shoot from anywhere. That first touch. Going with more of an attacking position here. Gets the finesse. It's a bit rushed. Maybe should have looked into the middle. And then this is it. Sometimes you do have to kind of release the ball as well. I'm not saying that he's going to score absolutely everything. He just has a very good hold of the game. And obviously, like I say, opens up the spot for many of your other players. Taking the ball back. What can we find? Get a little bit of dribbling. Lovely little ball. Looking back. Going for him. I was hoping to move him just slightly into the middle there and have a little bit more of an outside of the foot shot on him. Oh, that's a quality ball. Salah's going to do the rest. Absolutely stunning. Gets the chip, and Perrin's going to do enough. But unfortunately for him, Rivaldo was just there to get that mop up. Oh my. I don't know how that's gone in, but he's managed to sidestep him and fire by the looks of it underneath his legs. Oh, it's gone over the top. It's an absolute clean ball. Oh my god, what on earth was that touch? Oh, he's opened himself up, and that is stunning. What an absolute hat-trick. Rivaldo with a hell of a lot of work there. Ronaldinho with the first touch of a dream. Finesse bottom right again. So going into the overall for Ronaldinho then. Pretty incredible. I think 100% I knew from the get-go, 10 out of 10, but what he brings is just phenomenal. I cannot wait to try his prime out, because if this is anything to go by and then you add all of them stats, he is just going to be top tier, as we already knew. He is obviously 2.2 mil still. To be fair, his base, yes, the pace is considerably lower, which I think is why you've almost got an extra mil on top in terms of price, but what he can do with the ball is fantastic. His dribbling is very quick, and I always compare him to Neymar in terms of dribbling, as I feel like both of them have that same sort of set. It's really kind of nice, very quick dribbling, very agile, and there is obviously players that have similar dribbling, but I think Ronaldinho for me has his own kind of identity with it, and obviously his finesse shots outside the box are just absolute clear. His shooting in general from long range is just phenomenal, so I'm very happy with this card. What he can bring in terms of pulling players out, making people kind of commit more whilst having that really good skill move and a decent little quick pass on him. He just manages to bring the game, and honestly I think he's worth absolutely every penny. The question is, would I actually buy him? And the problem with anybody that's 2.2 mil is you've got to have a solid team around him. If you're spending 2.3 mil on a card and you don't necessarily have not even the best in each position, but at least like an Mbappe, a Messi, a Ronaldo, a Neymar, that sort of level of team, you're looking at Conte, you're looking at potentially any of the specials that we've had over this course. To put 2.2 mil into one player is a lot of coins. Unless, obviously, like myself, you adore Ronaldinho in terms of having him in the game, then that's fair enough. I think then you could almost justify because you are building a team around Ronaldinho rather than building Ronaldinho into your team, if you get my drift. But I think for me, he is worth every penny. The real question you've got in terms of somebody of this sort of caliber is for the fact that you can go buy a Eusebio for 2.2 mil, a Pele for 2.5, a Cruyff for 2.5. So you have got a big choice if you are actually purchasing the card rather than packing them with is this your choice? Is this your one? Because obviously, yes, you've got the top tier at 5, 6, 8 mil, but then you have got these, again, top tier mids, top tier bases that again are coming in at millions and millions of coins. I think base Eusebio is probably one of the better ones. That's coming in at 2.7, but then you can go and get Eto'o and Puskás for Ronaldinho's price. So I think for me, that's where it comes down to, is actually the price of him. 2 mil for a Cruyff baby looks absolutely solid. So it is what you've kind of got to think of. If you are looking for a card that is premium, then obviously you've got to pay the premium price. I think he is worth every penny you put into him, and he will score and assist plenty, and I think he can play cam. Like I said, in centre mid he's not necessarily as effective defensively, but most definitely as a cam centre forward striker, even somewhat as a wing, I would kind of try and keep him in the middle as much as possible. I think he will just absolutely go clear for you. Overall, obviously, it's going to be a 10 out of 10. Enjoy the skill moves. Weak foot is decent. Pace is fantastic. The only thing I think really with him is that you just get sucked into giving him the ball always, which obviously normally, if you've got somebody who is very, very good at defending, knows how to almost counteract that by putting a man on him, just knows that that's where you're going to go. So I think the biggest thing and advice that I'll give you, because I'm always guilty of this, is make sure you are using your team still and not just Ronaldinho, because that is very, very easy to do, and especially when you've got a player of this caliber. It normally happens when somebody packs a big icon, is you just constantly feed them the ball. The amount of times I've seen someone have an inform, a team of the season, Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, and all they do is pass to them. So all I need to do is block that off. So that is always something to consider, and you'll naturally do that as you've kind of got used to him, and obviously his positioning and where to pass it and where not to pass it. But he's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Really enjoy playing with him, and like I said, if you want to check out his prime, make sure you do like and subscribe with them notifications on, as we will get him done as quick as possible. But apart from that, make sure you do like and subscribe. Peace.